Is There More to Life Than What We Know? Written by world-renowned psychic medium Joseph Labruto III. Through this amazing collection of channeled messages, you will find the answers to the most basic questions asked by humanity. This book is truly a spiritual journey and awakening to find God. Ron Ash, book reviewer, said, "I found this book extremely difficult to put down." To order your copy of Is There More to Life Than What We Know, visit us at ourjourneyoflife.com.
Oh my goodness. Hi, guys. Welcome back. It's been a little while since I've been here. It's been too long. It's been too long, my friends. So let's take a few moments. Let's breathe, do some meditations. This is the first kind of go ahead of the show that we're trying to get back going. Joseph is coming back on, I would say on Wednesday. So that's exciting. On Monday, we have a pretty exciting show at Renegades. So Joseph, for Mother's Day, will be at Renegades. And right now it's almost sold out. So get your tickets. We're in West Palm Beach, Florida. Hopefully he'll be streaming that live for everyone. So today we do have a live reading. Hopefully she comes on right around 10:45. But in the meantime, I wanted to give you a little bit of heads up on a couple things. There's a couple workshops that are coming up. One is called Elevate Your Psychic and Spiritual Abilities. So what's pretty awesome about that is learn how to define and understand your natural gifts and abilities. Discover if you are a lightworker, empath, healer, medium, channel. All of us are. We all have these abilities inside of us. What gifts are strongest within you? We have like a Harry Potter school going on here, Hogwarts. Everyone has these natural abilities. Sometimes coincidences happen. You think of someone and then they call you right away. Or you just have that feeling, maybe I should make a right instead of a left. We call it intuition, but it's getting much heightened and much stronger as the vibrations of our planet are elevating. Some of you have heard of the 3D existence versus the 5D existence, just like Earth and high definition. These are human terms that we are using as signposts to point to the direction of the planetary shift that's happening, and the vibrations are shifting. And when that happens, all of our abilities will be heightened. So I can almost guarantee you that you can think of anyone and get them to call you. You should try it for the next week. Try to tune into your intuition. So that's what this workshop is about. It's called Elevate Your Psychic and Spiritual Abilities. Do you have a connection with crystals? I do. I love this one particularly. I have this one, and this one. I found this one in a little tiny shop at a thrift store for $35. Like, they do not know what they have here. This is a beautiful, beautiful crystal. You know, crystals hold energy. A lot of people have connections with them. So when you hold it and you're feeling uncomfortable or icky, like a low vibrational energy has surrounded you, you can hold on to a crystal. Breathe in, get all of that energy that doesn't feel healthy inside of you, and download it into the crystal. It's pretty awesome. You can do that with your pets too. Plants. You can get barefoot and go outside and put your feet in the sand. Breathe that energy into the sand. But you definitely want to recognize it when it surrounds you, when the energy surrounds you. We call it low vibrational energy. And it makes you feel icky and uncomfortable. Nothing in the world feels right. Everything feels wrong. You know, you shouldn't feel this way, and that's bad, and this is bad, and that shouldn't have gone that way. And no, none of your expectations are working out. And in your opinion, let's be honest, that's what it is. That was awful. As a side note, nothing is accidental. So just keep that in mind. And all this energy gets into you and you're like, I can't do this anymore. I don't know what's going on with this world. It's too much for me. I don't feel good. I feel like eating, drinking, sleeping, gambling. All those addictions come in. You feel awful. That's just low vibrational energy swirling in your field. And it's kind of infiltrating you. And you feel awful. So we want to recognize it when we feel that way. We don't know why we feel that way. What happened exactly? Was it that person? Was it that person? Probably a lot of life. But it's from your mind. It's generated from your mind and your opinions about how your life is going so far. It's bad. Could be better. I'm not good enough. That person doesn't love me. That person should have called. All that. And it's just in your brain. And what happens when we feel that way? We connect into that energy source like a battery cell phone charger. We plug right into it. And it tells us all sorts of awful things. And we're charging ourselves right up with that. And all of a sudden, the world just gets darker. We can't see the things that we used to see. The flowers are just, who cares about flowers, right? The sounds are just annoying. The annoying dog, the annoying neighbor, the stupid person in the car. Ugh, right? Please keep in mind that is only generated from your mind alone, and it is false. Do not make a life out of that energy. We call it low vibrational energy. Unplug that charger and say, nope. Just like an Amazon or any of those pop-ups. Hi, $99. You know, when you click on that, you can get a gift card for $99 and you click on it, like 15 more ads come up and it's like, you should get this and this and Best Buy. And I mean, there's like things. And by the time you're like, I'm never going to get this gift card. It's kind of like that, right? So every time this energy pops up and you're plugged into this low energy and you're feeling awful inside, like, ooh, you cannot stand to be in your own skin. You want to crawl out of it. That's when all those pop-ups happen. Oh, you should be worried about this and upset about this, and you just are awful, and you're not in shape. And how could you have done that? You should have called that person. That person should have called you. And all of a sudden, all these pop-up ads are coming up, and you're just, before you know it, you're crawling in bed. You're down in a bottle of who knows what. It happens to us all. So we don't need to make like, oh, there's something wrong with you. No, it's energy. All it is energy. And your neighbor might be having some low vibrational energy, not feeling well. Well, you're right next to them and that energy is here. Well, and that neighbor may be feeling the same way. Maybe they're not working on their spiritual health. And so that energy is coming your way. Maybe you have people inside of your home right now that are generating some of that lower vibrational energy. Maybe your partner, your boyfriend, your sister, your mother, your brother, your cousin. I'm guaranteed you know a few of them. You know who I'm talking about, right? When they have that energy because they're not actively working on their spiritual health, we actively work on mental health, we actively work on physical health. We also need to actively work on our spiritual health. It's equally as important. Mind, body, spirit. Mind, body, spirit. We've heard this before. We got our mind. We have doctors for that. Meds. Stay off them. Find a good therapist. I love my therapist. She's phenomenal. I get to unload all of this on her. I'm like, clear your energy afterwards. Physical health. Go to the gym. We need to work ourselves out. The food we put in our body also has this energy. So we know it. We know this. We know that food has energy. We know it. We know we shouldn't be eating that, fourth steak of the week and the pasta. And it's kind of a like dead food that we're eating. Dead food. It's not alive. And our body doesn't know what to do with it. So it further drops our energies. And we're wondering why we're not feeling healthy and we're existing on sugar and caffeine. Now let's add the ambiance of everyone else we're involved with, work, coworkers, neighbors, partners, kids, and maybe their energy is a little low. And we're just surrounded by this, and it happens all the time. This is why we feel depressed, and this is why we feel unhealthy. And I call it unhealthy because feeling unhealthy means there's a lot of different ways that unhealthy, low vibrational energy manifests in your body. There's many ways. And it's different for everyone. So we can't be over here, well, I don't, drink the way they do, but I'm shopping full time, I don't, right? We don't want to bring that judgment in. So let's just remember gossip, judgment, low vibrational foods, low vibrational energy in your environment, all collectively swirls around you, plugs in your cell phone charger, drops your energy low, and you feel awful. We want to recognize this because you do not have to feel this way. There is a choice. You have a choice. And it's beautiful when you know you have a choice and you know that you don't have to feel this way anymore. But just like in order to lose weight and get toned, you have to go to the gym. So to feel better, practice, learn these practices, learn what low vibrational energy feels like, learn how to remove it from your field. See if I'm missing anything here. Okay. We already covered some of this. I won't go into too much of it, but a lot of it, keep in mind, what are you not? So here's I'll give one thing for today. We'll work a little bit more on this as the show continues. But acceptance. A lot of our low energy comes from us not accepting life as it is in this exact moment, right? So when we're not accepting life, we're not accepting what just happened. We're not accepting the past and the choices that we made and the decisions that put us here presently. We just can't accept that it's happened. It was their fault or my fault or who knows whose fault it was, but we are not accepting it. We're not accepting that the person didn't call or the person didn't take the trash out or the person said those mean words or the person at work did this or that. My bills are piling up. We're not accepting anything. And when we just can't accept, let's be honest, guys, reality, we're going to tank ourselves and tank our energy. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean accept the way I'm being mistreated somewhere at work? Let's just say for work. I'm being mistreated at work. Just accept that, Kristen, and take it? No. But we do need to accept that presently, in this present situation, from choices that you have made, you are in this situation at work presently in an unhealthy environment. This is a fact. And we can accept this right now. We don't need to make a story about it. Oh, my poor leg. What am I going to do? Let me go down a fifth of vodka. No. But we can accept that we, up until this moment right now, have put ourselves into this position. We can accept that this person didn't call because it's the truth. It's the reality of it. Now, what do we do moving forward? We have choices, free will and choices, right? So we don't need to put ourselves into this position over and over. So we accept, we need to forgive, and we need to change our environment if it's what's required. And if there's nothing that you can do to change your environment, we practice accepting it the way it is until we make a different choice. When we make a different choice, our environment changes, and we accept the choice and accept the consequences for that choice. Maybe we do leave our work environment, find something that we love, that's beautiful, that feeds our soul. Are we going to have some financial changes? Absolutely. But not accepting it is a recipe for misery every single day. So if I could leave you with anything right here, and let me check in with my girl, because I came on because she needed a reading, but I don't see her. Maybe I told her 11. So why I'm doing a reading today is I want to let you know. Let me ask her, hi, are you coming on? So let me let you know, guys and ladies and pals from everywhere. Two things. Let me wrap this up first, and then I'll give you a little bit of stuff moving forward. Okay. Low vibrational energy. We talked about it today. Just the beginning stages of recognizing it. It's the only thing I'd like to leave you with today is recognize when you're in a low vibrational, energetic storm. Swirls, and it feels heavy on your chest. It feels heavy in your stomach, in your gut. It feels heavy on your head, and you feel unhealthy. That's only low vibrational energy. Call it scientific. You just got stuck in a little swirling motion from that person, that person, that person. Your mind generated it, but that's okay. Just recognize it for what it is. And if I could give you something to practice between now and the next time I see you, go back to kindergarten. We're going back to kindergarten. I liked kindergarten, right? Colors and shapes. So we're going back to kindergarten. And I would like you from now until the next time I see you to focus on your 5 senses. 5 senses. Smell, taste, touch, sight, and hearing, listening. So from now until the next time I see you, kindergarten, lesson number 1, listen. I want you to just listen. Go an entire day, pick a Monday to just listen. Only listen. Like as hard as you've ever listened before. Listen. Listen to everything. Now, if you want like some extra credit for those overachievers, try not to generate any words or analyze the analyzation of what you're listening to. Just practice the art of listening. When you practice the art of listening, and we have the next sight, seeing, watch, because sometimes when you listen and you don't want to generate words, watch the person's mouth move. Watch the water move. Watch the trees. This will bring you into a meditative state, free of the low vibrational energy, free of past, free of future, and brings you into the present moment. Because the reality is the peace that everyone seeks here, every single person who is seeking peace on the entire planet can find it in the present moment. So if you were to study anything, study the present moment and how to get there. Present moment is the moment that's timeless. It's the moment that's outside of time. Lesson number 1. Kindergarten, 5 senses. Present moment and what low vibrational energy feels like in your field. Because we can't remove it or transmute it if we don't know what it feels like. All right, I like that. That's good. We'll review that next time. Okay, so a couple things. I always do private readings and private sessions. They're anywhere from $145 to $175 for the hour. But I never, ever will turn anyone away for a reading because they're free online. Always free. Because that's just my, agreement and relationship with my guides. Yes, come on. Oh, she's in Texas. We're an hour off. She's so cute. Come on now. You're in Texas, aren't you? Yes, I'm in Texas. Okay, I'm sorry. We got a time difference thing. Okay, give me a minute. All right, she's so cute. Okay, I've never met her, but what I wanted to let you know is readings are always free online and live. Why do I do this? Number one, because I'll never turn anyone away for a reading. And when you get readings in a group collective area with a lot of people, many people are helped and healed by the same messages. So sometimes, even if you happen to listen to this or you glitched in, there's a reason for it. And some of the messages are meant for you as well, because there's never any coincidences and we are all one. We are all one. There's nothing needed after that. So what helps me, helps you, helps you, helps me, helps them, right? Collectively, as I heal, you heal. And we heal together, and the entire planet elevates. And as the planet elevates, we get closer to those higher vibrational dimensional beings. We've heard of them, you know, all those guys, sometimes we call them aliens, but they're our star family, where we come from, where we were created from. They are there waiting for us to just stop killing each other. We're getting there. Hopefully we'll stop killing each other at some point and, you know, understand that we're all one, right? You don't see like the ants in the same tribe just like murdering each other, right? We'll get there. We're getting there. Is, you know, a lot of the trauma that's happening throughout the world is because we are the type of species that things just have to get really, really bad in order for us to say enough. Let's just stop doing this. We thought we were there. We really did. I thought we were there, or at least getting there. And we are. It's unfortunate that we have to go through some of the things, some of the traumas that the world is experiencing right now. But we're going to be okay. But collectively, together, spiritual health is going to heal the entire planet. That's why it's so important that our spiritual health comes first. And guess what? This is a beautiful thing. And I'll leave you with this, talk about my workshops. When all of this information began to download into me, you know, it's a story for another time, but wow, is the information there. And all of a sudden my heart's beating and I'm going, how am I going to heal the world? Right? How do you heal the world? And the beautiful message I received very, very clear, like a beam of light, was like, guess what? You don't have to heal anyone but yourself. I was like, okay, really? Yeah, just you. Well, that's hard enough, y'all. It is hard enough to heal yourself. So I think I'll start there. And as I heal, you heal. As I heal, I create an energetic pathway that you can link into. And then as you heal through a traumatic circumstance, I can jump in and heal. And so we're all collectively healing each other every time we heal. But there's the other side of that coin. If we're not healing, we're collectively holding each other down, right? And that's why it feels so heavy everywhere. So every single moment that we heal, click, even just for a second, click, even just clear some energy, just the smallest amount of low vibrational energy we clear, it elevates us over and over and over again. That's why this is so important, what we're doing. All right, I see Destiny popped on. Hi, Destiny. Well, I'll be with you in a few minutes. Okay, so if anyone is interested in, there's a couple, let's see. If anyone's interested in getting a reading and signing up, or email me, or let's see. Usually I have Joseph doing this for me, but I'm learning how to do it myself. Okay, there we go. Okay, I did it. So you can email me if you want a reading, or you can Facebook message me. Once the show starts back up, like I said, on Monday, Joseph and I will be at Renegades. He's doing his mediumship reading at a large event with a ton of people. It's amazing to watch. At some point, we're definitely going to get it televised. So that's Monday. And then Wednesday, I think Joseph's coming on this show with me just to get us started. I think moving forward right now, the plan is we're going to be doing Mondays and Wednesdays. Mondays, I'll probably have a co-host or a guest, and Wednesdays, as often as Joseph can come on, he'll come on with us as well and do some mediumship readings. I wanted to let you know about some workshops that are getting started. So you'll see some advertising with them. There are 4 workshops. And I did this because a lot of people are asking these questions. So I based these 4 workshops on most of the questions that I'm getting. And the first one is Elevate Your Psychic and Spiritual Abilities. I started explaining it a little in the beginning. Are you a light worker, an empath, a healer, a medium, a channel? I can tell you right now you are. Okay, because everyone is. So there is not one person on this planet that isn't. This is kind of a gift and a birthright that we received from our star family. Our elevations are rising in the planet. So everyone is just feeling this. And sometimes you don't know what to do with it. And the thing is that if you're feeling this way and you're an empath and a healer, you absorb everyone's energies that are around you all the time. And without proper training, you're feeling like up and down and up and down and up and down. You don't know why you're feeling this way. So it helps to understand what your spiritual abilities are, what your psychic abilities are. And then get that. Yeah. Oh, you can bring some tools here. So this class will have cards, they'll have crystals, stuff like that. Okay. Number 2 is energetic healing. This is really, I think, the most important personally. Energetic healing and life path reading. So, and even for you, Destiny, right now, this is kind of what's going on with you here. I'm just going to read this because, I'm being led to. So, all humans are made of energy, and we naturally absorb the surrounding energies that we're in contact with on a daily basis. These energies affect our feelings, our moods, our relationships, and all aspects of our lives. Identify what vibrational energy is affecting your life. Learn how to release energy that may have been created by energetic blocks in your field. So, right, those energetic blocks, that's where addiction comes from, a depression, anxiety, and it's only energy that's been trapped in your body, and we can get rid of it. It can be released. There is peace, I promise you. Just have to do the work a little bit, show up. Okay, identify when your field has been affected by external energy and how to release it and clean up your field. Each person will receive an energetic reading and a healing in a group session, and energetic field will be cleared of all vibrational energy that needs releasing. This I do every day, every single day. And if I miss a day, I'm feeling awful the next day. I'm not feeling well. I'm not feeling healthy. My energy is dropped. And at that moment, y'all, I will cancel work. I will not leave my house. I won't function in a low energetic state for long. It's not healthy for anyone. Besides that, I can spread it. So if I'm walking around outside with low energy, I'm feeling depressed, unhappy, miserable, sad, and I just really hate everyone, I'm spreading that everywhere I go, especially when I'm yelling at the person in the neighbor. I'm just not really that nice to the... we can be such brats when we're there. We really can. So your energetic health is really important, and I practice every day to clear it, even before I get out of the bed. How am I feeling right now? Kristen, how am I feeling? Well, I don't know. I'm feeling a little like anxiety for the day, right? Then we want to work through that. All right. So workshop number 3, learn the language of source spirit. Oh, I love this one too. So where is that? Oh, I don't think I wrote about it. But what that is, learn the language of source spirit is spirit communicates. Is it spirit? The universe, there's a collective energetic universe. Aliens, there's so many unseen energies and vibrational patterns, because that's really what we are, is vibrational patterns communicating to us. And I would like to teach you how to communicate with them back. It's like learning Spanish or German or, Finnish. I have some Finnish friends right now. I'm learning Finnish. This is learning the language of spirit and source. So once we kind of understand what your psychic abilities are, we clear your energy, then we learn to communicate with source, because we can't communicate with source when our energy is, on the ground. We're not communicating with their correct energies at that time. And we all maybe know that. And then the last one is the power of now, the 4th workshop, the power of now and present moment awareness. That is the goal for us all, present moment awareness. Inside of the present moment, which call it this baby little moment here, where the past is over here and the future is over there, but the present moment is right here. This is where the peace lies. All communication lies. Clear energy lies. And basically you're plugged into source energy. So light vibrations are coming through you completely. You're an open channel, and you have mastered Zen here on the planet, peace on earth, and you'll now be a spiritual teacher just like me, spreading the word. So, these are great. I haven't reviewed these in a little while, and I'm going to start them up maybe on a Saturday, 4 weeks. I haven't decided the layout quite yet, but these are coming. Okay, Destiny, darling, we're an hour off. All right, let me bring you on. Here we go.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize we had a time difference.
I didn't either. Oh, hold on, let me change that. But I did, you know what, Destiny? It didn't even cross my mind. And which is interesting. There, let's do that. Oh, that's prettier, right? I like her. Thank you for coming on, Destiny.
Oh, thank you for having me.
I'm glad you're here. Now, you are friends or on Facebook with some of my very dear friend, Jennifer. And
yes, I used to work with her at Boston Market.
Okay, so she's probably one of my favorite humans.
She's great, yeah.
I know. I love her so much. Okay. All right, so I already have some messages coming in from you already.
Okay.
Yeah, I can tell you that there's some environmental energy that's around you that's lowering your vibrational field. So it's coming from external external environment where there's some lower energies around, and it's feeling a little like it's crushing in on you. You're also an empath, so you are absorbing all of these energies that are around you, and you have no shield to protect yourself. So from a metaphysical perspective, this is why you're feeling so unhealthy right now, and why your energy is so low, and why your mind is running, and it's a little out of control. Mm-hmm. So I just want to let you know that's kind of what's happening as a gifted person. And I wish it's okay. I had just talked about this, so not that I mean to repeat it to anyone, but as a gifted person with abilities and a spiritual sense, and you were born this way, but when you were born this way, so many of the children are not taught or educated how to protect themselves from all of the energies that are around. So because you were this gifted and skilled little light worker, and you were put into kind of a bit of a harsher environment, you grew to where at this point this energy is kind of closing in on you because you never learned how to push it away. You never learned how to give yourself space. You've had so many things coming at you for so long that it's broken you down. And it's really a matter of understanding that our past has been one way, and we have this one way that our past has been up until this moment. But moving forward, we have a way to reset our energy, and we're going to continue to reset our energy every single day, because this is the only way you're going to get out of this and feel better. You don't really have a choice at this point. You've gone as far as you can go in this particular living, in this particular way, right? Can you feel that squeeze coming in on you?
Yes.
The pressure, right? It's I can feel it. So, okay, so here, I don't know, do you have any spiritual practices that you're using at home? Any kind of spiritual?
No, not really. I mean, I pray, but I don't really know a lot about it.
Okay, so that's number one. So you want to feel better, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's time, because actually you can't go on anymore like this. It's done for you. You have to get help now. So this is how you're going to do it, but it's going to have to be every day. Every day. All right. And I'm going to give you a few things to work on. I'll give you as much information as I can, but it's going to be up to you to make an effort to do this. So YouTube, do you have a pen and paper?
Yeah, let me get one. Okay.
Okay. So I'm just going to start listing some names off to you. Eckhart Tolle.
Eckhart Tolle?
Yeah, Eckhart, Ekhart, Tolle, Tolle.
Can you spell it again?
Yes, the last name is Tolle.
Okay.
So you may or may not understand him at first, but I want you to keep listening anyway. Find another video. YouTube has a lot of this stuff for free right now. Now, I want you to listen to Ram Dass, Ramdass.
Okay.
I want you to listen to Teal Swan.
Okay.
Dr. Wayne Dyer.
Okay.
Let's get you started there. Now, in the mornings, when you wake up, before you even get out of bed, I want something in your ear, and you hit play. And I don't know if you need to sit there in your bed for a few minutes, 10 minutes, wake up a little bit earlier, and listen to this in your ear. Listen to it, maybe a 10-minute video. When you wake up, go through a certain amount of motions, and I listen to these in my ear as often as I can. So if I'm driving, I'm listening to these people.
Okay.
So this is going to help you to feel a lot better very fast. You're at the time where you need help to understand why you're feeling this way and why this energy is closing in on you. And without any spiritual food, you're just alone, and you're like a little vine cut off from the tree source. Your flower that can't receive the light anymore. And it's not your fault. You just need to find the light, is what I mean. Find the light. And these people have it. I have some stuff that I'll be able to give you, but basically, from now until you're feeling better, get some headphones, get on YouTube, and surf these videos. Even if you're brushing your teeth, if you're showering, fine, get out of the shower, maybe get dressed and put them back in your ear. If you know that you're going to walk into an environment that's uncomfortable for you, which could be presently dealing with certain people that are in your life, I want you to have that in your ear or in your hand and interact with them. But then the moment you stop the interaction, that goes back in your ear, and you listen and you listen.
That seems difficult.
I know, but do you want to feel better?
Yes, I do.
Okay. This is how you're going to feel better.
Okay.
I promise. I promise you that. So when we're around these certain environments, such as work, parents, partners, and their energy might be lower, and we're interacting with them, our energy drops. And when our energy drops, if we don't have any way to pull it back up, that's when depression hits.
Okay.
Right? That's when it happens. So we need to find a way for you to pull your energy back up when you're surrounded in this particular environment that you're in right now.
Okay.
Okay. So this is going to become like a regular everyday practice for you. I mean, I'm not very far without my, like right here. This is on my keychain, and it's my iPods. So often, I mean, I'm not anywhere, and then I'm going like this. Destiny, if I'm feeling off, I will put this in, and I will have it playing while I'm interacting with someone.
Okay.
And whether it's a particular type of music that tends to work for you, we have to figure out what's going to work for you, and we're still there right now. So like I said, with all of these, from Teal Swan to Dr. Wayne Dyer to Ram Dass to, and there's so many others, and YouTube has them like right here. Let me just Google it right here. So we have YouTube Eckhart Tolle. So look, what does it feel like to awaken spiritually? 2 ways to free yourself from thinking. How to deal with life's challenges. Signposts to awakening. How to calm the voice inside your head. The most important spiritual practice. One of these should be playing in your head for at least a little while until you begin to feel better. When you begin to feel better, you kind of can move into music. Music can take the time of some of these, and maybe it's not exactly him. Maybe you relate more to Teal Swan. Maybe you relate more to Dr. Wayne Dyer. Dr. Wayne Dyer is more of a level kind of 1, so he's sometimes a little easier to understand in the beginning. But as you begin,
Dr. Who?
Dr. Wayne Dyer.
Okay.
You have him, right?
Yeah, I have him. Yeah.
He's probably a great one to get started with. But Teal Swan, she's a female, and a lot of girls relate to her. Ram Dass is a crazy old man from the 60s, but some of his words are pretty simple. He has some real simple stuff. If you don't relate to one, Don't give up and find another one. You'll see a whole list of them. Just keep listening until you begin to understand what's going on with your mind and why you're feeling this way. I'll do my best too. I have some stuff I can send to you. And as you begin to feel a little better or become a little more educated as to why you're feeling this way and what's going on, we can move you up into the levels to figure out, okay, what kind of abilities do you have? Let's get you clearing your energy. But right now, we need to pull you out of this lower vibrational valley that you're in.
Okay.
You're in a lower vibrational valley right now. And we need to pull your energy up so that we can begin to work on healing. But right now, and even still, because right now, so for example, when your energy is so low, it's so hard to feel good about anything, feel healthy about anything, like everything is wrong. So like here, let me read this to you. Okay, here. Low vibrational energy, which is what you have, it feels icky. There is a weight in your chest and it feels hard to breathe. Nothing in the world feels like it's going right. Everything is wrong, bad, and maybe even miserable. Our stomach feels nauseous and we are judging the world and all that is at this moment. What is wrong with me? The weight of the world feels like it's on my shoulders. I am heavy. I cannot think clearly and I feel sick. I do not feel like doing anything and I do not want to see anyone and I do not want to go anywhere and I do not want to be happy. I feel a pit in my stomach and I do not feel like I can do anything. And no one or no thing can make me feel better. The world seems duller, the colors seem faded, and the noises are just annoying. Nothing is right, and I can barely stand to be in my own skin. I feel like eating or drinking or sleeping or just doing anything to try to make this feeling disappear. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Is that in any way that you've been feeling?
Yeah, that was spot on. All of it, everything.
Right. So there's a cure for this. We can make you feel better. So I want to go back and say low vibrational energy feels icky. So that's what you're feeling right now. And we must recognize when we're experiencing a low vibrational energetic state. We master these low vibrational energies. Because when you're so low, we can't hear source. We can't hear anything. We feel cut off from God and cut off from source, right? A branch cut off from the vine, as Eckhart says. So when you're feeling this way, the only way to get, I'm going to give you a little bit of something to practice, and then we'll do some reading. And then we're going to find out like, okay, where is this coming from? Okay. I want to give you just a little bit more because this does help me to feel better. So good. We've identified it, that you have a low vibrational energetic storm. You are feeling. This is the important part. You ready? This is what I want you to practice right now. Feel the pit in the stomach. Actually physically feel it. It's dense energy that's swirling around. You want to feel it in your stomach like a physical sensation. Feel all the pain in your field. Like really go into it and feel it. It's like it's there. Feel the misery. You can just feel it all around you. And when you can identify it, feel the annoyance. Find it in your energy because we cannot remove it unless we can identify it. But why is it here? There is not a clear reason. There is not a black or white answer, but it is false. And it is generated by your mind and by your thoughts alone. So we actually create this, generated by your thoughts about life, opinions about yourself, opinions and judgments and expectations about how your life is going so far. This energy paired with other low vibrational humans and environments that you're in contact with creates this emotional storm, and it swirls you and it affects you and it creates this cloud of low, dense, heavy energy, and it presses in on your soul and it drains the life force of your energetic body. So this low vibrational energy drains your field and it makes you feel very tired. So keep in mind that this energy, when you connect with it, your energy fields link, especially when you have low vibrational humans around you. Your energy links with their energy and further drains lower. And then when they have unhealthy vibrational thoughts about you, it sends it right there, and you have this channel opening between you two. And this low energy transfers and surrounds you. So recognize these vibrational states, but do not make a life out of them.
How do I recognize them?
So you're going to recognize it because you feel addictions are first. Depression is a sign, annoyance, irritation, anger, sadness, misery, harmful thoughts, harmful behaviors. Those are all signs and symptoms of a low vibrational energetic storm that you're stuck in.
Okay.
Yes. So 100% of humans experience this. You are not alone at one time in their life. So, and let me keep reading because there's stuff in here. Maybe we'll just read it. Let's just do it. Okay. A low vibrational energetic channel has opened, meaning that you're receiving this energy. The low energy will transfer and surround your field. Recognize these states. Do not make a life out of them. Do not make the heavy, dense, unhealthy energy a reality. It creates a filter. So how you notice it is also creates a filter in which you see the world through. So when you're stuck in this cloud and you're trying to look at the world just seems dark and dull and miserable, and you can't see the life anymore. You can't see the beauty, the sun, the flowers, the colors. You just can't see them anymore. This is normal for a low vibrational energetic storm. This is not your fault. It's not a fault of your own. There's nothing wrong with you. You just have this energy stuck in your field, and we need to release it. Okay? This is nothing that you've done personally. You're not broken and you're not damaged. We just have to get this energy away from you and clear it from your field, okay? We can only see through this filter of the low energy, and this is why everything around you feels miserable. This is not to be taken as a personal flaw. This is just to be taken as a facet of life here on this earth that happens to everyone. If you are experiencing this state, we have to recognize it first. Recognize how it makes us feel. Low, depressed, anxiety, sad, miserable. Recognize how it distorts our view of the world. Recognize that our world view is distorted. It's miserable. I hate myself. I hate this planet. Recognize the filter that you're seeing. Recognize how it manifests in your body, because you're going to feel sick. You're going to feel sick in your stomach, sick in your head, sick in your chest. How do you feel? Are you suffering? Do you want to eat out of pain or misery? Are you reaching for a cigarette or drugs, gambling? What is it? Are you wanting to sleep? Shock, gamble, drink. At this point, you're trying to alleviate the pain and suffering of this low state because it's wreaking havoc on your emotional feelings and your interpretation of Earth and all those that are in it. Basically, in the state, I just hate everyone. Like, I just can't do this anymore. But once we identify that we're experiencing this low vibrational state, we must locate and find, this is the important part. This is how you get rid of it. You must locate and find the energy pulsating and swirling inside of your field. Here we go. It feels dense, heavy, low, thick, like a ball of swirling mess vibrating inside of your field. Some will feel it in the heart area, others in the stomach, some in the head. There's a tightness in your chest. Are you feeling guilty for something? Anxiety, exhausted, irritated, annoyed, angry, frustrated, violent, jealous, disgusted, miserable, depressed, sad, worthless, unloved, disrespected, abused. What emotions and feelings can you identify? This is important. Feel each one entirely. The only way to remove them is to know that they're there and to feel them. We can't get rid of them if we can't feel them. Because if we can't shine our light of attention on them, they begin to close in on us, and they're hitting us one after another. So we have to turn around and say, I see you. I can see you. Where are you? I can see these feelings. Disgusted is a huge one for me. Sometimes I can just not stand it. So I have to find it in my field and look at it and say, hi, you don't belong here. Please remove yourself from my field. Okay, here we go. Feel each one entirely. Locate it. Know it. Recognize the physical feeling that it manifests when it's present in your field. So this is important. You're going to turn these emotional energies that are affecting your brain, and you're going to turn them into a physical feeling, because that's what it is. It's a physical energy that's surrounding you and making you feel this way. When you identify it physically, you can remove it and release it from your field. But you have to identify it first. Recognize your thoughts when they have identified with these energies. Listen to the mind when it is linked into these feelings. How does the mind feel? Can you identify your emotional reaction? Never ignore your feelings and emotions, as they are creators of your reality. So you have been, I can feel this, ignoring these feelings for so long. They'll go away. They'll go away. I can't deal with them now. That's just the way my life is. This is just how it's going to happen, and I just have to deal with it. But you can never ignore your feelings. So the very moment that you're feeling unhealthy, everything must stop. Stop. I'm not feeling healthy at this moment. I'm not going to work. I'm not calling people. I'm not now. You're like, how am I going to exist like that, Kristen? Here's the thing. It only takes a few seconds to recognize it and to say, wait a minute, that doesn't belong in my field. I don't know where that came from. A silly thought, an unhealthy thought, a weird neighbor, a thought about past or future. That doesn't belong in my field. I'm going to reset, and I'm going to release that thought, remove it from my body. And this is a maintenance. It's called moment to moment maintenance. So the very moment that you're feeling off, address it immediately. Don't just say, oh, I just got to keep going. I just got to trudge through. I know I hate this. I know I don't want to do this. I know I'm feeling terrible, but I just have to keep moving. We have to stop all of that right now and go back to ground zero. Never ignore your feelings and emotions, as they are the creators of your reality, right? Your feelings and your emotions create your entire existence right now. They create the way in which you view the world, and they create the choices that you make. So when you're not feeling healthy, what are the choices that you make? They're very different. When you ignore your feelings and you're feeling depressed and you're feeling sad, your choices are to sleep. Your choices are to not take care of yourself. Your choices are barely to work. Your choices are not to call your friends, not to go out, your choices are self-harmful. So when you have this energy and you're ignoring your feelings and your emotions, which create your reality, they create the choices you make, and they influence all your decisions. So if you're in a low vibrational emotional state, you're going to make a very different decision than if you're in a peaceful, healthy, high vibrational state. When you're taking care of yourself, when you're practicing self-love, when you're honoring how you're feeling, when you're digesting your emotions. You know what? I'm not feeling healthy right now. Okay, let's put a little meditation on. Let's listen to some music. Let's practice some self-love. Then you're becoming a peaceful, high vibrational, energetic state. And then you want to go walk the dogs. Maybe you want to call your friends. Maybe you want to organize a closet, because right now you don't want to do a damn thing. It's just too much, you know? So always be aware of how you're feeling in each moment. and ask yourself, how am I feeling right now? I ask myself this constantly. This is a constant practice for me. So I'm sharing it because it's a constant thing. Even I can't go more than several hours without checking in with myself. And that's the thing, Destiny, is you've kind of not been checking in with yourself for a long time. You've been kind of ignoring yourself, your needs, your wants, your desires. You've kind of disconnected that beautiful, loving relationship with yourself. And you're the only one who can do this. A therapist is nice, but they can't do this for you. A pill, sure, but it can't heal you. You're the only one who can do this. Your mother, your father, your partner. No one can help you but you. You're the only one. You have to ask yourself. You have to ask yourself all the time, Destiny, how are you feeling right now? You know? All right. Identify these energies in your field and shine your light on them. So what meaning? Locate them and stare at them face on, head forward and feel it. So right now, because of, everything that you've experienced, you have like a closet or a basement full of these energies, and you've just been piling them in there, and you just haven't unpacked them in a long time. So for now, we're going to clean that closet out. So as these feelings keep coming up, I want you to love them. You're going to have to feel them, and you're going to have to see them for what they are. Okay, I feel this way. Okay, I feel disgusted for something that happened, but it happened in my past, and I'm going to reset it and release it. I no longer need this energy in my field anymore. Accept that it is there. Feel it all, and do not judge it. So this is the hardest part. Do not judge it. So as these feelings come up, disgust, depression, anxiety, misery, anger, whatever it is, we judge it. There's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with them. What's wrong with me? Why am I like this? Why am I like this? All you're doing is creating more energy to shove in there that is unhealthy. So allow them to come and accept that they're there. Feel them, accept them, and do not judge them. Do not label them. Do not label them bad, wrong, should, shouldn't, good, I should be better, should be better. Do not label them. Do not analyze them. Well, where did they come from? Well, why am I like this? I'm never going to be better. I'm analyze. No, do not. This is probably the most important thing. Do not create a story of words around the energy that's in your field right now. Because that's what you're doing. That's what we all do. It's not just you. That's what we all do. So when we have this low energy, we create a story. My life is this. This is awful. I'm a failure. I'm never going to get better. All we're doing is taking this low energy that got trapped in us by no fault of our own, creating all sorts of words around it and making a life out of it. We have to stop doing that. Do not create a story of words around this energy. Do not link into it. Do not tap into it. Do not identify with this energy. Just accept that it is there presently. Just accept that it is there. Okay, it's there. I'm not feeling healthy. Okay. I'm not feeling healthy right now, and it's okay. It's okay. Now, this is a little bit of the tricky part, but it takes practice doing it. And this will be the healing that you want if you can master this. Feel it using clear sense awareness. So clear sense awareness is, I love it. We're going back to kindergarten. Listen, look, taste, smell, and touch. Please remember those 5 senses. We learned them in kindergarten. So when you're feeling this unhealthiness, and I know that this seems silly, like, really, Kristen, my 5 senses are going to heal me. This is ridiculous. But here's what it does. When you have your 5 senses, such as listening, let's just start with listening. And all I'm doing is listening. I'm not creating a label around it. I'm not creating a story around listening. I'm just listening. That is the only thing in the world that I can do right now is listen. When you're listening, Destiny, you're not thinking. So in your mind is hurt right now. Your mind is hurt. It's just hurt. When you're clearly listening and only listening, you are not thinking. It gives you a break. So master listening, just listening for now. But when you feel comfortable with that, go into the other 5 senses. What this does is pull the energy out of your head, which is where it's at, swirling and thinking all sorts of stuff, and pulls it into your body. When the energy is inside of your body and out of your head, you feel better. When you lose it and the energy goes back into the head and begins thinking about all these things again, you're feeling unhealthy again. Stop. Wait. How you're feeling, Destiny? I'm feeling unhealthy. I'm going to stop what I'm doing. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to listen. What can I hear right now? And just clear listening and go from there. Clear looking, clear tasting, all of that. Free of words, only sensations. This energy this grounds your energy, like I said, deep into the body senses. So if your energy is out of the head and it's grounded, you've heard of grounding your energy into the body senses, it becomes physical sensations only. And the world is beautiful there, Destiny. The world is beautiful when it's only physical sensations, because touch is beautiful. Taste is beautiful. Smell is beautiful. Listening and looking is beautiful when it's done clearly without those words. So use the low energy use the low energy because you can feel it in your field. Bring awareness to the sense presence that is located in your body, the senses, and get out of the mind, because it is not friendly, healthy place to dwell at this moment. Get out of the mind to alleviate the pain, or stay in the mind and suffer. Osho states this. Osho is another good master teacher. So I'm going to leave us at that right now. That's enough for you to kind of even wrap your head around. You can listen to this again if you want. But these are practices that, again, 5 senses, identify those feelings, turn them into a physical sensation, bring them into your 5 senses. And then there's one other thing that I'd like you to practice saying after you have these few things. I want you to practice saying this. This is not my energy, and it does not belong in my field. Please remove it. Please remove this energy from my field. It does not belong to me. And breathe as you say it. Please remove this energy from my field. It doesn't belong to me. And then move into listening. Just clear listening. These are all little tools that will help you get started to begin to transmute this energy that's within your field. And having said that, we're going to read. Okay, so number one kind of feeling that's coming up is a harsh feeling of comparison to other people and where you measure up. They have a better house. They have a better job. They have a better life, and I'm just not good enough. I'm not, I'm not good enough. You don't feel like you're maybe good enough, or like there's stuff that's you could have done better. What happens is this. I want to show you. So, can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. That is a beautiful, beautiful bamboo tree. And that is a beautiful oak tree. Okay. Neither one is better than the other. The bamboo is beautiful and sleek and green and shiny and hollow inside. Whereas the oak is large and thick and strong with this strong skin and strong bark. It's like saying that the bamboo tree is like, well, I wish I had bark like the oak tree. I just wish I was big with that big, strong wooden bark. And the oak tree's like, God, I wish I had that slender, green, shiny skin and, those thin leaves that just hang off the palm tree. And the oak tree's like, I have just these small little leaves and they fall off and they turn brown. I'm not beautiful like that. It's kind of like, really, we can't do that. The oak tree is just as beautiful as the bamboo. And I am just as beautiful as you. And you are just as beautiful as me. And we are all just as absolutely perfect as an oak tree and a bamboo tree and a banana tree. Or it's like saying a lily is prettier than a rose or a sunflower is prettier than a daisy. It's not the case with us. Humans are beautiful when you can see them and the filter is gone because the low vibrational energy is gone. So when you look in that mirror, number one, stay out of it if you're going to harm yourself. I took all the mirrors out of my house because they're not particularly healthy for me, but I've learned to master that. Even it's not easy for me to be online and even see myself online. I don't much. It generates old thought patterns of judgment. So I try to master them. I don't allow them to infiltrate in my mind anymore. So when they come in there, I X them out. No, thank you. I'm not going to take that thought. Oh, you need to lose weight. I'm not going to take that thought. You don't look as good as her. I can't. I'm not going to take that thought. You should have worked harder. I'm not going to take that thought. I'm not going to identify and allow those thoughts to root in my head because they're unhealthy. And if I were to think to myself, should is a key word for trauma. Should is judgment, and it's low energy. Should is a low energetic word. So when you allow that into your head, instantly, I should have not eaten that. I should have gone to the gym. Now I let it into my brain and now I feel now I don't feel good. Now my practice is I'm instantly going to go, stop, Kristen, how are you feeling right now? Well, I'm angry at myself. I feel it. I have disgusted that I should have gone. But the reality is it happened already. It's already a choice I made in my past and I can't fix it. I can't go back and go to the gym. I can't go back and not eat what I did. I can't do that. The only thing I can do is say, how am I feeling right now? Okay. That's the choices I made 5 minutes ago, but I'm not going to make those choices anymore. And I'm going to reset, release. I'm going to listen. I'm going to say that energy does not belong in my body anymore. Please remove it from my body. I'm going to breathe into my senses. Maybe I'm going to put something in my ear to remind me that my mind is going silly. And then I'm going to pull my energy back up. And guess what, Destiny? When I pull my energy back up because I release those thoughts, I feel like going to the gym. I feel like maybe eating an apple. I feel healthier. I want to make healthier choices when my energy is healthy. Okay. So comparison, this is big. For it to be pulling, that means you're doing it a lot. So here's another thing to do. Dry erase markers. I want you to write on your mirror. Just write all over it. And you can erase it. And just be like, you are beautiful. Just write everything. I am accepting you. Listen, write clear energy. Write some beautiful words. Find something that's beautiful and write it on your mirror so that when you're staring at your mirror, if you do, and I don't know if this is something you do, but this is all your focus on the words. Don't focus on anything behind that. And when your energy shifts into, look at the words, not anything past that. And that will try to alleviate some of this. Also, keep in mind, wherever you're feeling like this person is better, girl, I promise you they're not. And sometimes those Facebooks are all like, what? No, they are going through the same stuff. They have trauma at home. They have unhealthy relationships at home. And in reality, you're here right now healing, and they aren't. So whoever it is that's making you feel that way, they aren't here showing up. So that means they're in pain at home. They're going to be in pain. Unless you're actively doing this, you're going to be in pain. It's kind of like what's going on right now on this planet. So I'm here, you're here, we're working on ourselves. We want to feel better. They might have this pretty little who knows what, or better job or better boyfriend or what, but it's false. Remember, keep that in mind. Like, energetic health is inside of here, right? And everyone has their stuff. So maybe they're not overeating or gambling, but maybe they're cutting themselves or watching porn, or I don't know what their vices are, but they have them. Unless we're actively working on this, there are vices. So just keep that in mind, you know. And also, as you pull your energy up, you'll be able to make healthier choices for yourself, whatever that means for you, because it's different for everyone. So it is time for healing. You know, they're letting you know that it is time for healing to take place in your life right now. Obviously, you're here right now, and this is the first step. But please remember that after you get off the phone with me, this is when the work begins, because you get off the phone with me within an hour, you're going to feel weak, you know, you're going to have those dips if you don't use these practices. I recommend very quickly, right, get off the phone with me and find some meditations, go on Teal Swan, just start surfing. If you have any kind of yoga nearby or any spiritual centers nearby your house, find them and begin to get immersed with them.
What is the spiritual center?
Well, like we have a spiritual center is, you can look it up. You can
Okay.
look it up. So like, let's just find a spiritual store near me. SPIRI, spiritual store. I'm just going to see if they pull up with that near me. And also Natural Awakenings magazine. Have you seen that? Yes. Look,
No, I
I
haven't.
Googled spiritual store near me, and guess what showed up? Guides and Angels Metaphysical Store, the Crystal Garden Metaphysical Store, Divine Soul Shop.
Oh, okay. I've been to stores like that. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of times they have little classes and stuff.
Okay.
Right now, do not be alone in this. Do not just be off the phone with me, off the thing, and then just go on. Right now, you need to actively find the stores, listen online, read your meditations, pick up a book, practice self-love, put this into practice, and I will promise that you will feel better. You will not feel like this anymore. And this isn't really awful work, because it feels better every time you do it. Every time you do it, you're going to feel just a little bit better. So, and don't judge how great you do on one day versus another. So if there's one day where you're like, I can't do anything, I just need to stay in bed, that's okay. But when I do that and I'm sitting at home and I'm staying in bed, I do have my earbuds in and I am listening, because if I can do nothing more than just listen, that's what I'm going to do today. I'm just going to listen, and I'm going to listen, and I'm going to listen again, and I'm going to listen and listen and listen. And sometimes you'll feel better, but you got to love your process. The yin and the yang is the black and the white together. We're going to love the light and the dark together. We can't hate our dark and only want light, because we would burn out. We have to love them both equally. That way you're not in so much trauma and pain when you're going through the darkness and you think, oh my God, something's wrong with me. I'm in this darkness. It's like, okay, it's okay. I'm feeling a little low right now, but I'm going to love it. How am I feeling? I'm going to nurture myself, practice self-love, light a candle, take a bubble bath, cover in fuzzy blankets, listen to my meditations. I'm not calling anyone. This is okay. Love it. So we're going to get better at our darker times versus just depressed out, down and out, self-harm. That's how we don't want to handle it. So sometimes you feel like, like you're cut, like you're kind of trapped. So I feel like there's some circumstances that are in your life that are making you feel like there are bars behind you and like you can't get through. And there are real circumstances that are stopping you from making certain choices and decisions. I want to keep that in mind, that as your energy heals and you come into a self-love, so will these bars will disappear. Can you see them? You feel a little like you're trapped. Like, I can't get through that door. Like, that's where I want to be. Like, it's beautiful over there and I want it so bad, but I'm kind of stuck with this reason, that reason, that reason, that reason, that reason, that reason. All these things are like stopping you. But the reality is, this is unlocked. The door is unlocked. I promise.
Yeah.
It's in your mind only that's telling you can't do these things. And so every time that pops into your mind and tells you can't do it, you're going to exit out like a pop-up on Amazon or something. Pop, exit out. No, thank you. Pop, exit out. I'm not going to be involved in this.
Okay.
All right. So the interesting thing is, okay, I see some beautiful stuff. So I do see that it's time for a change. Okay. So, and I see a celebration, like celebrating because we're changing, like things are changing. So not only are you healing, you're going to stop comparing yourself to everyone and stop comparing your life and write that beautiful stuff on the mirror, do your practices. You're healing. You're going to remember you are not locked out of anything. You're going to move forward. In fact, like I want you to remember those bars aren't there. Remember they're not there. So every time that thought pops up, say, you're not there. You don't belong to me. Remove this energy from my field. Now I see a change and I see a celebration. So I see some really great stuff coming your way. and a change. So I don't know if it's work environment or what needs to change, but it's going to be a good move, and it's a great one, and it's excited, and maybe it's one you haven't even mentioned to anyone that you want to do yet, but it's time, and it's being honored. Now, do you have any idea what that is?
Yeah, actually, I just graduated college with my bachelor's degree. So I'm gonna be looking for a new job.
Well, they're celebrating this for you. They're really celebrating this. This is going to be beautiful for you. Like, they're very excited for you. Okay, so good stuff is coming your way. And that's probably where these bars are. They want to let you know, please don't let these bars stop you from going after the job, or the comparison may, stop you from going after what you really want, because they're honoring your journey right now. Now, I see a man.
I have a husband.
Okay. He's a good guy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a good guy.
Yeah.
Good. I'm so glad. It's so nice to have a good man in your life. I have a good man too, and it's really great. I have one too. Now, I would like to give you just a baby bit of advice here, something small pulled up. Please know that there is no such thing as perfection when it comes to a relationship. So between two of you, both of you, but I think it pulled up for you. So sometimes, like, we would like him to be a certain way. We would like him to maybe behave this way a little differently, or we would like him to, not have certain qualities and characteristics. But I want to let you know that that's not true, or not reality, right? Like he's a good man.
Yeah.
And as I'm asking you to accept your dark times and accept your life and accept who you are, I would like you to also practice accepting him for who he is completely. Because if there's any little adjustments that you want to make, the only way that they're made is with full acceptance of where the person's at right now. 100% acceptance of where they're at. And if you can accept them and love them fully, I mean, unconditionally, at that moment, any little changes and adjustments that you feel you would like, they kind of happen naturally, and they tend to unfold naturally.
Mm-hmm.
So I know there's a couple, so I want to show you. See how sometimes this girl, she's like a princess, and she just wants that knight in shining armor, and she wants to come and be rescued, and sometimes she wants, like, I get it, because, in my boyfriend, I'm like, he's so great. So this is my boyfriend when he pulls up, and this is your husband who just pulled up. This is a good guy. This is a good guy card.
Yeah.
It's a good guy card. But wanting him to be a little different, or like not liking certain things about him that you're just like, if only we could, sometimes it doesn't work like that, is what I think that this is trying to let you know. Have you ever heard of the 5 love languages?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so sometimes it's fun to read that book again and practice it. Also, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. Also, a great book to kind of remind yourself you are with a Martian. You are not someone like men are not the same as women. They're very different from us.
Yeah.
And the sooner we kind of understand the simplicity in their mind, they're just very simple. But I show that he's a good man, so I'm glad that you're with him. Now I do see I see a breakthrough. I see success. I see courage. I see so many beautiful things coming your way. You have a beautiful reading here. They're really excited about everything that you have moving forward, pending that healing takes place. So breakthrough and success. I see courage. All 3 of these things are coming. I do see, to make sure that there is a balance between creativity and feeling exhausted. So,
okay.
Going back to taking care of yourself, practicing that self-love, putting these practices in and taking care of yourself, because you don't want to feel exhausted.
Yeah.
Right? You don't want to feel exhausted. So bring back that playfulness, that creativity. Make sure you have those things. Sometimes when we're not feeling healthy, we lose the playfulness and the silliness of just taking a walk, picking a flower, walking a dog, petting a kitten, just the love of even cooking a food, like Or even try with the small things like washing dishes. Like I'm too tired. I don't want to fold laundry or wash dishes. Instead, put on some beautiful music. Remember, present moment awareness. So if you can remove time and bring it into this present moment and just fold laundry and feel the way that the clothes fold, and fold it slow and smell the scent of the laundry. Or as you're washing dishes, just remember you have a beautiful hand and beautiful soap and beautiful dishes, dry them. It's really about the small stuff and bringing the pleasure into the smaller things of life. Because right now the larger things are just like too much and too overwhelming. Mm-hmm. So we want to boil it all the way down to the very, very tiny things. What can I smell right now? What can I taste right now? What can I touch right now? What can I see and what can I listen to? Listening to is big for me. You know, I use it, listening and sight. So, all right. So those are some things. I think we're done. We're done. So tell me those. Tell me, what do you have to say about any of this that I would like to hear your...
Well, first of all, everything that you said was accurate about me. From the very first thing you said about my environmental and external like stressors, I have a lot of those, and just everything. Like it was just all spot on. I mean, when you were talking about the low
vibrational energy.
Yeah, the low vibrational energy, everything that you read from that all sounded like everything that I feel.
Good. I want you to feel better.
Thank you.
I really want you to feel better. You know, so come back, check in. This video will be, I think you can get it on YouTube. So
okay.
Go and review it. And
yeah, I want to take notes. So yeah. I'm going to go back and look at it so I can take notes.
Yeah, it helps. It helps. I mean, this, I read this. I carry this with me every day because I read this every day, every day to feel better. And I'm a spiritual master and I have to do this every day, right?
Yeah.
So this is what I'm sharing to everyone so that they can feel better, because you don't have to feel like this and it's not your fault. You know, it's definitely not your fault. All right, good. Thank you so much. Hold on. We have a little chat. Oh, Anna says hi. Anna, I'm sorry we missed you, Anna. But hi, Anna. Thank you for coming on. I saw you pop on. All right. Well, Destiny, check in.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Feel better. Let me know. Keep in touch. Let me know how you're feeling in the next little bit. Check in with me, okay? The show will be on Mondays and Wednesdays. So anytime that you pop on, Mondays and Wednesdays, Eastern Standard Time around 8. So that's 7 your time. So pop in and let me know how you're feeling in the next little bit, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Destiny.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. Let's go to, I know what we need to do right now. Here we go. Let's give ourselves a small little break. Here we go.
Is there more to life than what we know? Written by world-renowned psychic medium Joseph Labruto III. Through this amazing collection of channeled messages, you will find the answers to the most basic questions asked by humanity. This book is truly a spiritual journey and awakening to find God. Ron Ash, book reviewer, said, "I found this book extremely difficult to put down." To order your copy of Is There More to Life Than What We Know, visit us at OurJourneyOfLife.com.